Tales, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you may on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So before we jump into it, just want to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. But I didn't want to bother you. And that attitude of yours is the only thing that bothers me. Did you tell the others too? No, well, I'm pretty much a bum and have nothing important that needs to be done. They're very much obsessing about the roles in the festival, just like you said. I didn't want them to get distracted. Besides, I like being the only one here. God, you're a handful. Guilty as charged. I'm very happy to see you here, but I don't know how I feel about you deceiving my little Junebug. Mom! Junebug? Oh my god, that is going on Twitter right now. No! Relax, I'm just kidding. There's no way I'd do something like that to you. Thank God. I'm sorry for lying to you, ma'am. I just couldn't sit at home knowing June was having a competition today. I had to come support him no matter what. Yuichi-san? June's face goes bright red and he can't even hold my gaze. His mom and dad both smile upon seeing him like this, seeming somewhat happy to see their son looking embarrassed. You know what? I don't really mind. Thank you for coming over to support him. Yeah, really appreciate you going out of your way for June. It's my pleasure. All right, that's nice. That's nice. Really great. Really, come on, let's get me registered. June pushes both of them aside and away from me. I know I shouldn't be seeing him so embarrassed and scurrying to get his I know it shouldn't, but seeing him so embarrassed and scurrying to get his parents away from me makes me laugh. Unlike last time, where we had to see June off in the lobby, this time they allowed us to accompany him to the backstage. I suppose since June's parents were already supposed to be accompanying him anyway, he felt bad about leaving me alone outside. He got changed as soon as we arrived here, and I have to admit he really does look quite dashing in his suit. Of course, I'd never be caught alive saying that. Are you sure you don't need anything? Maybe I can go fetch you some water or something. I already told you I'm fine, Yuichi-san. Relax. But, Yuichi-san, I already have a lot on my plate here. I can't be babysitting you too. Hey! Both of June's parents laugh as they watch our conversation. Both seem to be satisfied just watching us talk silently. They're probably really amused seeing me get shot down so many times. Sorry, I'm just not used to you being so calm. I keep expecting you to flip out at any second like you did last time. That's exactly why we came along. Well, partly because of that. The main reason was because after last time, we just didn't want to risk him skulking out of the house to come without our permission. I already said I was sorry. Can we please not talk about this again? Sorry, I'm going to use that as a leverage until the day I die. Great, I'm going to get guilt-tripped for the rest of my natural-born life. The older tigers both chuckled to themselves, feeling amused and happy at their son's attitude. How are you so calm? Last time you were a wreck. Thank you. Well, I still remember the words of encouragement you said to me back there. I repeat them inside my head whenever I get nervous. What? Plus, this is a much smaller venue. My main competition would be Akutagawa-kun, and he's not taking part in this competition. He's not? No, he's already a well-established pianist. I did some digging after the last competition and found out he's placed among the top 5 junior pianists in the country. He can get into any school he wants after this. He doesn't need to join small competitions. Since I'm trying to draw as much positive attention as I can, I have to take part in any competition I can, no matter how small. That's why I even went through the trouble of joining a competition in another town. Huh, you have it rougher than I thought. Depends on your point of view. If you think about it, I'm just trying to stand out. That little shtick I did at the last competition actually got me a whole lot more attention than I thought. Positive one, too. If everything goes well here, I might not even need to win as many competitions as I thought. In the end, I'm just making up for lost time. That's good? It is! Huh. Gotta admit, I'm not used to seeing him so damn calm and, well, calm. Kinda feels like someone slipped some NyQuil into his morning juice box. I'm not used to seeing him either super happy and bouncing around or super freaked out and bouncing around. He's so subdued right now that it's kinda scary. Sure, it makes him look a bit more mature, but still, scary. Did you manage to properly rehearse your set list? Yeah, I didn't pick anything too difficult for this competition since I knew competition wouldn't be too fierce. Come to think of it, maybe I'm being a tad too overconfident here. There's nothing wrong with being confident in yourself. In fact, I'd say it was about time. You have so much skill. It just won't do for you to keep acting like you're some kind of bottom-of-the-barrel beginner. Oh, come on, I'm not that bad, am I? Can I lie? Forget it. I'm just glad that someone came over to support June. I was really upset when he said he hadn't told any of his friends. Dad! I know. You didn't really want to be a bother, blah, blah, blah. I've heard that story about 10 times already. Stop giving me a hard time about it. Don't be stupid, kid. Just because I remember it doesn't mean I agree with it. Hey, thank you for going through all this trouble just to support June, Yuichi-kun. Oh my god, will you guys stop? I swear I'll ask security to escort you out of here. Stop being so fussy. We're just talking to your friend. You mean you're embarrassing me in front of my friend? Don't worry. I don't see any reason for you to be embarrassed here. I certainly don't mind. You and I see things very differently. Like, that's not already a given? Huh? Nothing. What time is your performance? It should be soon. About 20 minutes or so, I think. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. Second now. Water time. Do you want us to leave you alone for a bit so you can concentrate? I'm not sure. Are you sure you don't need anything? Yuichi-san, stop fussing over me so much. I'm fine. Alright. Oh, I just remembered. Could you guys get me my phone? I think I left it in the car. I want to look something up online before I go out there to perform. Of course. I'll be right back. I'll go with your father to make sure he still remembers where he parked the car. Hey, I'm not that forgetful. They both walk out of the room, with Atsushi-san pouting whilst his wife pokes fun at him. God, I hope I have a marriage like that when I'm their age. That was easier than I thought. What was? June pulls his phone out of his pocket, laughing. What? You have it? Then why did you... I wanted some time alone to talk to you, but they just keep hounding me if I tried to ask. And now they'll be looking for it for a while, so the coast is clear for a bit. You wanted time alone with me? Why? I wanted to properly thank you for going through all this trouble to come over here and cheer for me. No matter how much I try to keep myself from being selfish and bothering the people around me, you always find a way to do things I was too afraid to ask. I knew it. You wanted us to come cheer for you today after all, didn't you? Of course I did. But I also understand everyone's circumstances. I know I can't be selfish and think only about what I want. I wanted you guys to come keep me company, but I couldn't bring myself to ask since I knew you'd agree even though you're all busy. Well, you're not getting rid of me that easy. If I can make time to spend with you, then I will without complaint. Isn't it obvious by now? I like spending time with you, you dork. Thank you. It means a lot. I feel like I can stay calm just by having you here. I'm sure I'd be a little freaked out otherwise. Just by having you next to me makes me feel like I'll be okay. God, that's a really sappy thing to say. Sorry. You don't have to apologize, dumbass. I appreciate the sentiment, and I feel the same. Yeah! Before I can react, my body's enveloped in a tight hug from this fuzzy ball of orange fur. Smiling, I wrap my arms around him, making sure to hug him tightly for extra encouragement. I promise I'm gonna win today. Maybe I'll even dedicate my performance to you. That's a little... sappy? You got it. Sorry, my head has been swimming in all these sappy thoughts lately. It's hard to think straight sometimes. It's alright. You're an artist. I suppose you're bound to romanticize life a bit. I wonder about that. Now that your parents are out of earshot, be honest with me. How confident do you feel about winning today? I actually feel really confident. That's great. I'm sure you're going to do amazing today, just like you always do. Thanks. Kind of wish the others were here, too. Then you should have invited them, too, dumbass. I know that. I wasn't complaining. I was just thinking out loud. June, are you sure you left your phone in the car? Just then his parents come back, looking at June with worry. Second now. We looked everywhere for it, but we just couldn't find it. Oh dear, if you've lost it. Actually, I found it right after you guys left. Turns out I left it in the pocket of my shorts. He picks up the phone from his pocket and dangles it in front of their eyes for effect. I sigh, thinking to myself that there's no way they were going to fall for this. But... Oh, was that it? Oh, thank God. I was worried we'd have to buy you a new one. Those phones can be really expensive. Let's just be glad that wasn't the case. It could have been really troublesome. They both fall for it so quickly and easily that I'm left amazed. Come on, guys. You're both adults. You can't be this gullible. Jun Kobayashi, you're up next. Ah, looks like I have to go prepare myself. Wow, that was quicker than I thought. Didn't you say it'd be another 20 minutes? I said I thought it would be 20 minutes. I wasn't sure. In any case, I'm gonna go look for some seats for the three of us. Good luck, son. We'll be praying for you. You mean in any case? Don't be so dramatic, Dad. I'm not being dramatic. If anything happened to you, Dad... June cuts him off with a stern voice. The tiger swallows his words, hesitating for a few seconds before smiling once again. Right. Silly me. Not important. Good luck out there. Your mom and I will be watching you from the crowd. I'm sure you will. Good luck, love. Thanks. He hugs the two of them as they continue to wish him good luck over and over again. After he's done with his parents, he turns to look at me. If I win, you better treat me to a good meal. He's never asked me to treat him to anything before. For some reason, hearing that brings a big smile to my face. Alright, if you win, you can choose a restaurant and I'll take you there. No, not a restaurant. I want you to cook for me. Me? I don't think I could cook on par with a restaurant. Shuichi-san, you said you're a really good cook. If I win, I want to see if that's true. Alright, whatever you want. Just make sure you do win. Of course! It takes us a couple minutes to walk to the hall and find some seats. While the place isn't nearly as full as the other concert hall where June had his first competition, there's still quite a bit of people inside. In the back of my head, I keep worrying that he will choke and break down. I silently chastise myself for thinking like this. I have no right to doubt him when he's as confident in himself as he was. I'll just cheer for him, and I'll be there to congratulate him once he's won. That is all I need to do right now. We watch June walk onto the stage. He walks with firm steps and a straight back, bowing to the audience before reaching the piano. As soon as he sits at the piano, I see him reach for his pocket. Seems like he's pulled something out, but it's so small that I can't see. Whatever that thing is, he holds it against his chest for a few seconds, his eyes closed. Right now, everyone in this hall has their eyes on June. I just know he'll put on a performance that will charm the entire audience, just like he charms me more and more every time he plays. Once he's finished his preparations, June reaches for the piano. His entire body begins to rock side to side as his fingers dance across the keys. A beautiful melody echoes from the piano, enrapturing everyone in the audience. As soon as he begins to play, any and all whispers are forcibly silenced. Second, you know? Alright. Even if this song doesn't sound as difficult as the other pieces I've heard him perform, it captures my heart nonetheless. In this warm and dry room, I can see the lone tiger atop that stage, the lights all shining on him. I see particles of dust floating across the air and around his body that look so small all the way from up here. To me, it seems like even the air around him is dancing gracefully to the sound of his piano. June's piano is gentle, captivating, and beautiful, even more so than usual. I feel like all the confidence he had is being transferred into the song. He's boldly advancing and carving a path for himself, earning the admiration and hearts of each and every member of the audience. I don't think even the judges will be able of resisting his charm today. My feet tap restlessly as I resist the urge to get up from my seat and try to get closer. It seems to be a recurring feeling whenever I watch him perform. I want to get closer. I want to feel his melody echoing inside my chest. For a moment, I feel as if 1,000 butterflies are flying around in my stomach. I hear the last notes being played with a held breath, my heart beating faster and faster to the sound of the music. My mind has gone completely blank, and I feel as if I were floating around in the air. This is bad. I feel like I'm getting completely taken in by this tiger. Once every single one of the contestants finished presenting, June got changed and we left back to the lobby. I have to admit, I much prefer being in this open, well-ventilated lobby over that crowded waiting area. The place felt like an oven. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Alright. I'm tired, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and sign out for the night. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!